Hi, and welcome to my video on finding the second derivative of functions. And this is number 8, another example of second derivative. Find the value or values of x if the second derivative of ln of x minus 3 is equal to the second derivative of negative 9x negative 9 over 8x squared. So let's do the first derivative of the right side, so dx of ln of x minus 3, and that derivative of ln is 1 over x minus 3, and the derivative of x is 1, and the second derivative of the first derivative is, using the quotient rule, derivative of 1 is 0 times x minus 3, subtract 1, derivative of x minus 3 is 1, all over x minus 3 squared, so that becomes 0 plus, negative 1 times 1, I was going to say plus, no, again, just one of those, minus 1 all over x minus 3 squared, so that's negative 1 over x minus 3 squared. That's one way, but we can also change 1 over x minus 3 to x minus 3 to the negative 1. And based on the power rule, negative 1 goes in front, and x minus 3, negative 1 subtract 1 is negative 2. So that becomes a negative 1 times 1 over x minus 3 squared. And so that's negative 1 all over x minus 3. So two ways to get to either by the quotient rule or by the power rule. Now, d dx on the right side, so that's the first derivative, and so that would be negative, constant is negative 9 over 8, times derivative of x squared is 2x, and so the 2's cancel out, so you get a negative 9 over 4x. So the second derivative of the first one, derivative of linear, is negative 9 over 4. And they're equal to each other, so that means that negative 1 over x minus 3 is equal to negative 9 over 4. I have two fractions, so what I could do is cross multiply. Since they're both negatives, so we'll make them positives. And I can do the reciprocal of each side, or I can cross multiply. So that means that x minus 3 squared is equal to 4 over 9. I could cross multiply and divide to isolate the square, but if you just do the reciprocal of each side here, you get what I have here. Now this is a square. I'm not going to square it out, I'm just going to do the square root. So x minus 3 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 4 over 9. So that means x minus 3 is equal to plus or minus 2 over 3. So that means that x equals 3 plus or minus 2/3. So x is equal to 3 plus 2/3, or 3 minus 2/3. So x is equal to 3 is another name for 3 is 3 and 2/3, which is 11 over 3. And 3 subtract 2/3 is 2 and 1/3, which is 7 over 3. So I have two answers, and we have to see if both answers are okay. Well, one way, if we look at the ln of x minus 3, that means your domain x minus 3 must be greater than 0. That means x must be greater than 3. So according to x is greater than 3, that means the answer is 11 over 3, or 3 and 2/3. But 7 over 3 is not greater than 3, so we can't use it. But just to check that further, another way to check it is to take x as 11 over 3 and sub it into the ln expression. So that's the ln of 11 over 3 subtract 3. So that's the ln of 11 over 3 subtract 9 over 3. So that's the ln of 2/3. So that's okay, that's positive. But when we use x is equal to 7 over 3, the ln of x minus 3, the ln of 7 over 3 minus 3, that's the ln of 7 over 3 minus 9 over 3, that's the ln of a negative 2/3. And we can't have the ln of a negative 2/3, so again the answer is 11 over 3. I didn't sub it in here, didn't mention this one because this is a parabola that opens upward, so it's always the values, any value of x can go in here to make the expression true. So, and the x's are belong, since this is a parabola, if you look at right here, we could have y equals negative 9 over 8x squared. So if you think about it, we have a parabola whose vertex is 0, 0, and all the values of x, and it opens downward like this. So all the values of x fit into this equation, fits into the graph. So that's another one done, and this is the last example. The next video on this, in this section, will be pertaining to a review of the second derivative. And like all others, if you like my video, click the like button, click the subscribe button, visit my website, www.mathfullyexplained.com, to find more information about me, my videos, and the content. That's the content on my YouTube channel called Math Fully Explained, just one word. Thank you for viewing my video. Hope the video helped you. Bye-bye.